Mallrats is a 1994 comedy directed by Kevin Smith, starring Shannon Daughtry, Jeremy London, Jason Lee, and Claire Filoni, with Michael Rooker, Jason Mewes, and the man, the myth, the legend, Stan Lee. This is a movie I grew up with. I mean, I saw this at a very young age and just watched it so many times where I had it memorized. Where, it's movies that you watch too many times. Like, okay, I still love the movie, but I just need a break from it. So I hadn't seen this movie in, my God, 10 to 12 years, and then I rewatched it, and I was just laughing at, like, I knew every joke that was coming, but I was just re-laughing at every single joke. So, uh, T.S. and Brody, Jason Lee is played by Brody. Fantastic character name, by the way. But so they both get dumped by their girlfriends, and Brody goes, "You know what? We can find solace at the one place both of us love." And TS is like, "I'm gonna go hang myself." He's like, "No, no, to the mall." So they go to the mall, and you find out that uh, Shannon Daughtry's character is gonna be on this, or she broke up with Brody, and Claire Filoni was with TS, where they both break up with their boyfriends, and Claire's dad is played by Michael Rooker, and so he's having this game show, and she's going to be a contestant on it. That's what broke him up. Is instead of going on their trip to Florida, where TS was going to propose to her, they go to. She had to be on this game show to help her dad out. So right away, you're thrown pretty quickly. They get to the mall pretty quick, and it is just joke after joke after joke. I fucking love this movie. So throughout this movie is they're just moaning and complaining while throughout the mall they're making, this game show. And Jay and Silent Bob come into it where they're like, okay, sabotage this game show. And it is hilarious. Of all the running gags in this joke, and it's definitely different from Clerks, where everyone was saying, where I do agree, Clerks is very much Kevin Smith's own way, and this is like, appealing to mass audiences a lot. Well, that's how a lot of people saw it as, which I still think, like, this is basically a cult classic, and how, like, not, like, movie isn't made for general audiences, is the main point I'm saying. And how I look at this movie is where Clerks was definitely its own thing and had something to say, where this movie, it's a 90s shenanigan movie in the vein of, like, great 80s shenanigan movies. That's how I look at this movie, and I fucking love it. The soundtrack's amazing, the one-liners are awesome, and just the main message of this movie, which is love who you love, never let a good thing go away, have very few regrets. Summed up by Stan Lee. Oh god, it's so great. And have this movie really started where Ask of You was, like all connected, where old Kevin Smith movies were connected together. And I give this a solid 5 out of 5. This is one of my favorite comedies ever. Go see.